I'm Rich DiPolo from Renovating in Mexico, and we're here at my home in San Miguel de Allende. We purchased this house about 3.5 years ago and did a very extensive renovation. So when I was looking for a house, there were a few things that I wanted, and the first was that it be a quiet place that served sort of as a sanctuary away from the hubbub of the city. So we're sitting here or standing here in the front garden, which the house is oriented to. Originally, this was all concrete. We created this garden from scratch. There were no plants here. There was a fig tree in the corner over there that was on its last leg. And one of the things that I wanted to do was create this sort of little oasis. And we made quite a few modifications to the house and the garden. The space over here, which serves as an outdoor dining area under the pergola, was actually the original laundry room for the house. It looks very much the same as it did when we bought it, except that it's been painted a different color. And we made sort of some small but significant changes. The house was very, very simple, and the original only had a brick cornice across on the upper floor, and all of the brick that you see across the balcony and the columns on each side of the main entry are actually new, but we made them look like they were existing. We replaced all the doors and the windows in the house. There were really few floor plan changes on the ground floor, but we changed the upper floor quite extensively, and there's 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms up there. So yeah, so let's go inside and I'll give you a tour of what we did in the house. So this house was a single family home that had 3 bedrooms and a living room, dining room, and kitchen on the main floor. And we have converted it into 2 apartments. So what you're going to be seeing today is the apartment that I live in, which is a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath. We have a friend living next door in the 1-bedroom apartment. So this is the living room, and it originally was the dining room for the house, and it's the largest room in the house. The way the house is designed, it's basically 6 individual spaces on each floor, and all of the walls that are here were here when we bought the house. One of the things that I liked is that I wasn't going to have to make major structural modifications, so it reduced the cost of the renovation. But what we did do is we raised the heights of all of the doorways, and we closed. There was originally an archway here that went into what was the living room, and we closed that up to create this living space, which has a great view out to the garden. And we have the windows that wrap around with the view to the garden. So that was really important to me, that the house have a connection to the outdoors. Coming from California, that's sort of a hallmark of California architecture. So we carried that over here. And it's just, there's a sofa and a couple of chairs, and we can have 5 or 6 people here, and it's quite comfortable. And it is a cozy space. People tend to really like it. It's not a big house. This is about a total of about 1,100 square feet. One of the things that I try and do with all my projects is I design for the way that people actually live. So when I'm thinking about my own house, my work is a big part of my life, and I wanted to not be stuck up in an office that was disconnected from the rest of the house. So this little space serves 3 purposes. It's my office. There's a desk, my computer, and the printer's there. I have some books from my library on the shelves, and but it also serves as our TV room. I don't really like a television in the living room, so we put a daybed in here that we hang out on when we're watching TV, and this sort of becomes like a big theater room because the television is quite large for the size of the space. In the back, originally that was a full bathroom. It was tiny. There was about this much space on each side of the toilet, and there was a bathtub in there, and the laundry room was outside, which we didn't really care for. So back here, there is a half bath, and with some beautiful tiles, so you might Take a look at that. And then there's a laundry closet with a washer and dryer that's tucked underneath the stairs. So we're in the kitchen, and this for me is one of the most important parts of the house. So I like to cook. We do a lot of entertaining, dinners and barbecues and all of that. So this kitchen gets used quite a bit. The original kitchen was in the same place, but the configuration or the layout was quite different. It was basically just all along this wall, and you had the stove in the corner, there was a sink in the middle here, and then countertops, and then the refrigerator sat back over here and blocked part of the window, which used to go almost to the floor. Design-wise, we have these mosaicos de pasta, which is a concrete encaustic tile originally from Spain, but it's been common here in Mexico for a very, very long time. And I love these tiles. It's sort of my signature for a lot of my projects. They range where these are sort of, very graphic, bold colors. They also can be very subtle, very traditional. These are sort of a half and half mix. Transitional, if you will. The cabinetry is all plywood cabinetry. It's made of Perota wood, which is a Mexican hardwood. It's sustainable and it has a natural finish on it, and it looks very much like walnut. So I like it because it gives it a modern feel, but it has warmth. Countertops are quartz so that it's easy maintenance. Yeah, so it's a kitchen that works really, really well. I like it. Some of the other elements, the light fixtures, which there's this one here over the island. It was made about 4 blocks from here. I can buy a handmade light fixture that has a Mexican feel to it for the price of less than what I can buy something in the U.S. From Home Depot. So that has been really wonderful because we're able to do custom cabinetry, custom light fixtures, these beautiful tiles that are made specifically for this project. I chose the color and the pattern, and they were made in near Guadalajara. So one of the wonderful things about working here in San Miguel is that we have access to all of these materials that in the United States would be very expensive, and so I try to showcase those things. This is not our permanent table. This table was actually purchased for the 1-bedroom apartment next door to go in the kitchen, and I haven't replaced it yet, but we'll have a table that's a little bit bigger around that will seat like 5 or 6 people. In a small house, it's really important to use all of the available space, and so we tucked cabinetry underneath the stairs, so that supplements the storage space in the kitchen, and then we have built-in wine storage over the top of it. So we kind of used every available nook and cranny to make the house more livable. The fixture again was fabricated at Artista Mexico, which is a few blocks away, and also in this space, there's some plates that are on the wall from Dolores Hidalgo that I purchased, and then the piece of art that's on the wall here was painted by my friend Louis Little that I've had for a long time. I got that around the time I graduated from architecture school. So it makes a nice space. And then in the wall there's a little hole, which was originally a doorway, but I left it there because you can sit at the table, look through the opening and see the television. So I don't do that often. I think I've sat there one time, but it's one of the things I was like, oh, you can sit in the dining room and actually watch the TV. So anyway, kind of a fun thing. So one of the challenges here in San Miguel is that the houses are row houses basically, and so you have adjoining properties on the property boundaries. And in this house, we only had windows across the front, and that created a couple of challenges. This room that we're standing here was really dark. And originally it was a breakfast room. There was a wall across here that was plywood and storage on the back. The staircase was at the other end of the house. And I wanted to, of course, bring light and air in the back because I like natural light. And this seemed like a great opportunity to sort of make the architectural statement of the house. And we did that by removing the ceiling of the second floor across here and installing the staircase that kind of winds up. You could not do a staircase like this in the US. It doesn't have a railing, and there's actually a reason for that. But it was another opportunity to make this really graphic statement on the wall. And it pulls the house together. It reflects, it's the same tile that's in the kitchen. And so it sort of brings the two spaces together and creates a sense of cohesiveness in the design. And then what we did in the roof is we cut the roof on the second floor and we installed skylights. And you can sort of see the light filtering down. It's late afternoon now, so the sun is actually that way, but in the morning, those skylights are oriented towards the east, and we get a lot of light, bright light through there, and it eliminates this whole space, and it's really a nice place to be in the morning. And the skylights are operable, so you can see that there's rods on the wall. There's another one up at the top of the stairs, and you just push that rod up, and it opens the skylight, and you end up getting quite a bit of airflow through here. It's what they call the chimney effect. And as long as there's a temperature difference between the inside and the outside, you will get airflow. So on a warm day, heat goes out, and we get flow through the living room and kitchen. So it makes it really nice, and it looks really beautiful. So thanks for taking the time to watch our videos, and stay tuned for more as we visit more of our projects and talk more about what we do here in San Miguel de Allende.